Have you ever found yourself needing to expand a list in Python, only to realize that you need to fill in the gaps with interpolated values? It can be a bit tricky, right? If that's you, then you're in the right place. Today, we're going to tackle how to interpolate a list to a specific length in Python. I totally get it. Trying to interpolate values in a list can feel overwhelming, especially when you're not sure where to start. You're definitely not alone in this struggle. Many people face similar challenges when working with data in Python. Let's dive into the specific question at hand. One user recently asked, how can I interpolate a list in Python to a specific length? They provided an example where a list of numbers needed to be expanded from 5 to 10 elements. Sound familiar? If so, let's explore this together. So what does interpolation really mean in this context? Essentially, it involves calculating new values that fit within the existing range of your data. This can be particularly useful when your data isn't linear, like in the example of a list with varying numbers. We'll break it down step by step. And stick around. I have a fantastic example at the end that will make this process crystal clear. You won't want to miss it. To interpolate a list in Python, the user can utilize the NumPy library, which provides powerful tools for numerical operations. First, the user needs to install NumPy if they haven't already. Next, the user should import NumPy in their Python script. This will allow them to access the interpolation functions provided by the library. Now the user can create their original list and define the new desired length. They will use NumPy's interpolation function to generate the interpolated values. Finally, the user can print the interpolated list to see the results. This will show the new list with the interpolated values based on the original data. Fun fact, the concept of interpolation dates back to ancient times when mathematicians needed to estimate values between known data points. It's amazing how these techniques have evolved into the powerful tools we use today. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative approach to interpolate a list involves mapping integer index values from the new list to fractional indices in the original list. This method uses the fractional part to linearly interpolate between the values of the original list. Here's a sample code that demonstrates this method. It defines a function to interpolate values based on the calculated indices and outputs the interpolated list. Let's check out another perspective from a different user. This user explains that interpolation is a method for constructing new data points within a set of known values. They note that your formula is for linear interpolation, which assumes linear behavior between points. They suggest that to expand your list, you need to define corresponding x values for your y values. If your data is globally linear, you can calculate the function once and use it for any desired value. However, if your data is not linear, you cannot interpolate beyond the known range without additional information. Here's the example I promised. By using NumPy's interp function, you can easily interpolate your list to the desired length. Just remember to install NumPy if you haven't already. And there you have it. You should now be able to interpolate lists in Python with confidence. Remember, practice makes perfect. If you found this video helpful, please hit the subscribe button for more tips and let us know in the comments how your interpolation projects are going.